Yo, what is up my beautiful people? The Mighty McBob here, and I've come to share some information with you. Through my numerous Subnautica streams over on TikTok, I've come to the realization that there are plenty of people out there still waiting to take their first dive into 4546B. Seeing how Subnautica 2 is set for early access next year, I thought why not give potential new players McBob's 5 beginner tips before you start Subnautica. Well, it actually is after you start. It's like right at the beginning of the game. But look, that's besides the point. Just shut up. Watch the video. When you start your adventure, you're going to notice one very important thing. You have literally nothing. My main beginner tip is to gather as much material early doors as you can. Titanium, copper, those vine cluster things, acid mushrooms, coral tubes, salt wherever you can. It'll all come into great use. Titanium is vital for building almost everything. It can be found through scrap and limestone deposits. The same goes for copper, used for making copper wire, which is basically essential for equipment and upgrades. Some of the other materials I've mentioned will be used in a later tip, but stockpile these early so you're not constantly searching for basic materials later in the game, because trust me, it can drag out, and as this game always goes, when you don't need the material, that's when you find loads of it, but then when you need one specific thing, it will drag out in your search for them. So just early doors, while you don't have anything else to do, stockpile on all your materials. Step number 2. Crafting a scanner early saves you a lot of trouble. You can scan fauna and flora for lore, but what you really need it for is fragments. You want better equipment, faster and safer way to travel? That doesn't all come from the get-go. You need to scan fragments of certain equipment and vehicles to be able to craft them all, so get your scanner and get looking. Alongside the scanner, we also have the repair tool, which is almost, I'd say, equally as important. Needed to fix your life pod in the beginning, this beautiful tooling will be fixing your vehicles down the line when you take loads of lumps and bumps traveling on your journeys, I guess? Or if some locals get some other ideas. 4546B isn't all friendly, unfortunately. Keeping your gear in good shape prevents dangerous situations and extends your explorations. So, build your scanner, get your repair tool, and have some fun. Tying in with those first 2 tips, you don't want to be jumping the gun. Before you nosedive into trouble, make sure you are prepared for your expeditions. Not all biomes are the same, and not all creatures are as welcoming as the ones you'll find around your life pod. An improved oxygen tank and a CMOT, all these things go a long way to ensuring your survival out here. So, before you decide you want to check the Aurora or dive down deep to the Sea Treader's path, ask yourself, are you ready? If not, take a step back and keep building. If you think you are, I don't know, enter at your own risk. Have fun. Building off of something mentioned in the previous tip, find yourself some CMOT fragments. The CMOT is your best choice for early game sea exploration. Generally, the parts are found throughout the grassy plateaus. Use your scanner from tip 2 and you'll be on your way. And the little mini tip for anyone who gets a bit lost with it, you need a mobile vehicle bay to craft the CMOT, so you'll also have to scan the fragments for that. As you can see, all these tips do be linking in together, Lot of materials, lot of fragments, lots of exploring. Building a CMOT early will always be great for expanding your area of exploration and make your journey as a whole much more enjoyable. Always feels like a big level up when you go from walking to driving, or in this case, swimming, to also driving or piloting. I've never captained an underwater vehicle, so I don't really know the word for it. Anyways. The last tip I'm gonna give y'all is to always be prepared. Always be ready to adjust your plans due to some unforeseen circumstance. It is very easy for things to become capsized in Subnautica. A lapse of concentration or judgment can very quickly change a material-filled journey to you being the next big creature's meal. Whether you're running out of food, water, or oxygen, or you're running into reapers and other big, bad, deadly sea creatures, there's plenty of reasons why you can go from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds, so always be prepared for the unprepared. This tip carries much more weight as you go further into the game, so remember, things can go south very quickly. Be ready to adjust. Bonus tip! Keep an eye on your food and water levels, as survival in this game also highly depends on managing your hunger and hydration levels. No matter what you do, even if you do follow all the other tips, it means absolutely nothing if you end up starving or, just dying of thirst or some random shit like that. Collect bladderfish and peepers somewhat regularly. Later in the game you can make like water filtration systems and start planting plants, but early doors, get your fish, make your food, make your water. They can be cooked at the little crafting area thing here. I forget what they're called, the ones on the wall where you craft stuff. They can be cooked there. The reason earlier I said about the reason earlier I said about salt though in tip 1 is because what I would recommend you do with the fish you pick up to use as food is, rather than cooking them, you can use them with salt and cure them, so that they won't like go off. Essentially, they won't go past their sell-by date, even though they don't really have a sell-by date. But it just means they last longer. The only thing then is, rather than giving you water as well, they dehydrate you by like -2 or -3 points. But that's where you make loads of water and drink that to counteract that and keep yourself prepared without anything going to waste. So yeah, do that stuff. Anyways, there you have it, guys. Mcbob's crucial tips to help you navigate the perils and wonders of Subnautica as you begin your journey. Those, however, were just the first steps, as Subnautica's mysteries are endless. Knowing where to find key resources is only the beginning, and you're going to have a lot more stuff to do along your way. In the meantime though, what are some of the biggest challenges you've faced in the game? Share your experiences and tips for other beginning players in the comments below. If you've made it this far, guys, I just really want to say a big massive thank you for watching. We're going to be streaming more often on my TikTok, Subnautica, all that good stuff. So, if you like what you see, watch more vids, maybe come over to the TikTok and join in on the lives. Have a great night or great day, depending on whatever time zone it is you're in. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. So, ciao for now. Arrivederci.